which is complex number. Well, can you just see that I have chose the complex number first? There is a reason for that. Let's read that out first. Well, read that out first, and then we will know that what is the doubt first. I would like to tell you that, but let's first understand what are the complex numbers. If you have gone through the mathematics in most of the countries, it is taught generally in the higher school mathematics or the pre-college days, the introduction of the complex numbers. So what are the complex numbers? Complex numbers are not real number. I call them virtual numbers, or the imaginary number is the word specifically used for the complex numbers. And the complex number is always been appearing with the real number. Well, complex numbers are the recent ones as compared to the real number that is actually pretty much old. So Euler, king of the modern mathematics, gave us something called as I, which is iota. Its name is iota, IOTA, and the value of I square is -1. Well, if with the any or every single combination logic, we have never studied in the classical mathematics or real number mathematics that anything square can be negative. But yes, in Euler's world, in the complex number world, this is the foundation for the entire complex number itself. It is a possibility, and actually complex number builds the foundation for the quantum mechanics and the advanced research concepts. So that's it for the introduction part. Now what are the complex number and how do we write that in Python? So simply we denote that with the x-axis, like this is x-axis and this is y-axis. The x-axis is 1 and the y-axis is 2. So this is our real part and 2 is our imaginary part. IMG for short form, imaginary part. We can plot that on the graph where y represents a complex number and x represents the real number. And that presentation is actually in mathematics called as the polar form, and we used to calculate all that kind of things. But if I tell you that all in detail, we are going to end up completing the complex numbers. Yes, they are so big. It's the entire course in itself. It's the branch of mathematics in which we study about the complex numbers. So we need to get a glimpse about that. That's it. So what that z is equals to complex small bracket 1 comma 2. Actually, we write that in our notebook, or for the simple understanding, 1 plus 2i, where I is imaginary or iota, and it represents that in the iota it's 2 and in the real world it's 1, and together we can use that. So it is not going to pop up with its own self in the Python. So we have to import the mathematics module to ease our work. So in this we have imported C maths, which is complex maths, and we have imported the modules of it. Modules means all its functionality, all its functions. So everywhere it is used, like what I have told you is very simple thing. We can have in that module like how the complex number actually works, what are the formulas of the complex number, the thing that I just said, the polar form, the polar coordinates, generalization, trigonometric form, arc form, and there are so many more things. In simple words, if you are not a math student, just understand this simple basic, that complex number are the branch of mathematics, is the branch of mathematics, and we can import its modules or the formulas for the very ease of the thing. We can say it imports all that formulas that when you apply, you can have your answers easily and simply accessible. And if you are a math student, you already know this much level of the complex number already to get through. So in both the cases, you have understood what are the complex numbers. Well, let's proceed.